Mic check, mic check. What's going on, world? It's your boy S.B, and I want to welcome you back to episode 65 of season 5 of the Roll Up Podcast. As always, as I kick off every episode, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all for y'all continuous support. I really appreciate y'all staying locked in with the campaign since episode 1. It's been a long season, but I promise you, we got 15 more episodes to go, and then I'm going to give y'all a rest. But as always, man, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you subscribe to the campaign, I appreciate it. If you're sharing it with the homies, I appreciate it. And if you haven't done so already, no better time than the present to show some love to the movement. But before I continue to run my mouth, we got to dive into some business first. So as always, like I just said, if you haven't done so already, I want to extend the invitation to subscribe to the campaign on all platforms, whether it's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Make sure you drop a subscribe to show some love to the campaign. The goal for 2025 is to amass 100,000 subs on all platforms. So make sure, if you're feeling real supportive, if you're feeling inspired, you loving the content, make sure you share it with the homies and tell them to do the same. Also, feel free to check out tsbe.org to stay up to date with what's happening with the campaign. I got some new music getting ready to get added to the website. Got some new visual content I'm working on right now as well, so make sure you stay tapped into that as well. Make sure you follow all the campaign on social media at the Roll Up Podcast. Make sure you lock into at the Sauce Brady Experience on YouTube, and be on the lookout for that season 6 collection, man. Season 5 merch collection ends on New Year's Eve, and the season 6 collection drop on New Year's Day. So again, if you want some exclusive shit that'll probably never hit the light of day again, make sure you head over to the Sauce Factory in their spot and grab you some merch. But now that we got that taken care of, it's time that we dive into today's conversation. Pride, lust, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, and gluttony. These are the 7 deadly sins that the Roman Catholic Church warned their followers about. While they all carry their own independent challenges and repercussions, and corresponding antonyms: humility, charity, chastity, patience, diligence, temperance, and gratitude. Our focal point today is going to be on greed and gluttony. As we kick off every topic of conversation, we got to start the episode off with a point of reference. And today's quote is by Petrarch. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, don't get in the comment and bash me. Charge it to my mind, not my heart. But the quote reads, "Just like our stomachs, our minds are hurt more often by overeating than by hunger." In my opinion, greed and gluttony have single-handedly caused more distraction and destruction than the atomic bombs. Why? Because greed is never satisfied. Greed, by definition, means an intense, selfish desire for something, especially wealth, power, or food. Greed is worse than an atomic bomb because it can be taught, passed down through generations, and have the same impact as the mother of all bombs. It teaches limitations, lack, in both quantity and discipline. Greed is unhealthy for our progression, and if we're not careful, greed can also take life away from us. Gluttony falls under the same category as greed, but pertains to eating and drinking. When we binge too much negative content, it can do a number on your subconscious. These two words may seem minuscule, but if you zoom in and look at the big picture, it's the reason why we are where we are today. We can sit here and point the blame at big tech companies for finding different avenues to bombard our minds with unnecessary junk. We can blame Wendy's for coming out with a triple baconator that's 3,000 calories and might shut our arteries down. But who are we going to blame in 60 years when our life didn't work out as planned? I can go ahead and answer that. Everybody but ourselves. When you remove the filter that there is a lack of any resource, we see that the universe is abundant and thriving. When we remove the thought that there's only a select amount for a select few, we are removing that negative film and allowing our true selves to evolve, but beyond our wildest imagination. By removing the film of lack from our minds, We see that there are enough resources for everyone to go around. There is enough money in circulation for all of us to be paid, but the only way we're going to get paid is by minding our damn business. Now I want to clarify something before y'all start jumping down my neck. Pause. When I say paid, I don't just mean financially paid. I mean your dreams coming to fruition, a successful weight loss journey, a successful personal journey, or whatever you're seeking to acquire. Whatever it is you're looking for, it can be obtained just by simply minding our damn business. Minding your business is the quickest path to getting to where you want to be. And after 30 plus years, I'm finally understanding and applying it to my own life. When you focus on what's in front of you, you aren't indulging and obsessed in world news or keeping up with the person next to you. By ignoring the distractions, you are allowing the true, authentic version of you to thrive, and you begin to attract more that is for you. When you're obsessed with yourself, just like you are with other people and their life choices, you begin to see the endless possibilities of who we can be. When we are focused on what's in front of us, believe it or not, our work will spread beyond us via word of mouth, and the right people who are meant to be in our life will find their way to us, not the other way around. By consuming too much of everybody else's life, you begin to lose sight of the things that matter in your life. There's nothing wrong with social media. It is a great place to connect and network with people from around the world. But the problem is, consuming so much of celebrity lifestyle and constant comparing ourselves to other people that portray they have it all together is the downfall of society. While the celebrity lifestyle is a great source of inspiration, if you're not careful, you will find yourself in a downward spiral of thinking you are not worthy and your goals are unattainable. By monitoring the amount of content that you feed your mental, you allow yourself time to grow at your own pace. Your current chapter may be different from the next person's, and that's okay. What's for you will always be for you. Period. You just have to mind your business enough to see the signs. By staying in your lane, the only person you are in competition with is yourself. The only competition we have is who we were yesterday, last week, last month, and last year. It doesn't matter what they're doing or what they got going on, because remember, what they eat won't make you shit. Oftentimes, we expect pats on the back from doing the things that we are supposed to do. Instead of waiting for the external validation of people celebrating us, we should take small steps in celebrating ourselves. Every single day our feet hit the ground, we all endure silent battles that we don't talk about. Congratulate yourself, for seizing the day. Be nice to yourself, because shit didn't work out the way you planned it. There's only so much we can control, and the quicker we understand that, the more we can mind our own business and begin to clap for ourselves along the way. If you want to go far, you can go alone. But to go further, you will need a team. Right now, we are focusing on going far. The right people will be attracted to us by the way we make our moves. Don't worry about who's supporting you. Don't worry about who's not supporting you. They know who they are. Worry about handling your business. As the old parable says, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. The whole moral of today's story, the whole point I'm trying to get at is this. In order for change to be made in any avenue of life, we have to mind our own business. Minding our own business means taking care of ourselves first. It means only putting energy into the things that deserve our energy. It means forgetting the past and understanding that the only real thing is the breath we are currently taking. As I mentioned in the podcast, when you focus on your roots, you will become more strengthened in yourself, and when you're ready, you'll be able to branch out and extend your resources. Starting today, I challenge everyone that's listening to this episode to mind their own business. Your friends, your family, your business model, your dreams and aspiration, that is your garden to tend to. When you tend to your garden, your produce comes out healthier than ever, and you're able to render your services to those who are also minding their business. Starting right now, let's combat those feelings of lack by practicing gratitude. Being grateful for the moment and understanding who you are now is more than enough to carry you to the next level. Combat those feelings of unworthiness by reminding yourself that you are the real deal. And no matter what life throws at you, it's your business to remain grounded within yourself. Go for a walk, read, hell, smoke a blunt or two, maybe 3. But whatever you do, man, just make sure you enjoy what's happening around you. With that being said, I hope today's episode encouraged you to get on board with the operation. We've came too far for this to be it. There's people out there that are in a way worse position than we are in, and wish they had the courage to do what we do every day. Don't let any moments go to waste being consumed by what other folks are doing. If you aren't encouraging them to do better, keep your 2 cents and add it to your own piggy bank. Whether we want to accept it or not, 2025 is approaching, and it's approaching fast. And it's time to get serious about what we want to manifest in real time. You've seen what life looks like when you focus on the wrong shit. You deserve to see what your life looks like when you focus on the right shit. We spend enough time worrying about what everybody else doing, and it's time to mind our own damn business and do what we came here to do. So with that being said, if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the campaign on all platforms. Like I said at the beginning, the big goal is to reach 100,000 subs in 2025. Right now, we're sitting around 80. So make sure you tell the homie to drop a subscribe for the campaign. Make sure you tap into tsbe.org. Get familiar with all the new additions that's getting ready to get added to the campaign. Make sure you hit the Sauce Factory in the spot to grab you some merch. Make sure you look into both my books. One is Here's the Truth. The other one is You Deserve Better. Book number 3 is coming as well. As always, man, get lifted, stay inspired, enjoy the rest of your night, your day, whenever you listen to this. Just make sure you enjoy it. Have a good one. It's your boy. I'm out of here. Peace.